Alright, cool. So, as you guessed by the stream title, I'm just going to be working on a couple of models today. I've got this one that's already pre-done that I've worked on a long time ago. It was highly unoptimized, and I'm going back and I'm fixing that. I'm going to retexture a lot of things, redo it, and this is going to be probably put up in my Discord as one of my downloadable models for anyone that's subbed to me, but also have plans on doing a female one as well. She'll be started from scratch with my base. Got some parts together for her already, like quite literally only have a pair of pants. But, yeah, so this will be retextured and stuff like that too. I'll do a couple of variants up for people, and yeah, this is what I do for my subs, I guess, so... Alright, sorry if I sound a little bit flat today, guys. I've sort of had a bit of a rough weekend, and not 100%, but we'll see how we go anyway. So, I have some extra bits I want to add to him as well, that I've picked up, like some horns and stuff like that, so... Plus changing the eye colours and stuff, but yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll go through it and we'll see what we come up with, so... Alright, so what do we got? So, 66,000... I'm going to start with the obvious one. I'm just going to remove doubles off things and see how we go from there. Hide the face. Oh, it was all one mesh. Okay, cool. Join everything else up. And remove some doubles. A little bit. 400. Okay. So the shirt looks like it's actually... pretty heavy. Or the jumper, I should say, looks like it's pretty heavy, to be honest. Not the best trigonometry there, but you know. Alright. Do a little bit of retexturing. Let's have a look at the hair. See if we can't get it all on one mesh, one material. Alright, so I'm gonna have a look at the UV. Ugh, okay. Alright, let's grab a hair material and we'll just play with it from there. Textures. No, wrong one. This one. Hairs. I know it's gonna work off a TDA hair, but I want to kind of bring it back to a non-TDA if I can. Where am I at? Textures? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Let me just grab a hair out of here. Something with a bit of color so I can tell where it's at. Let's grab the brown for the moment. Okay, how is it? Okay, it needs a bit of work. Not the same brown. Alright, so let's bring them up to about the same level as each other to start with. Yeah, don't want that one just yet. And I feel like some of it's upside down as opposed to some of the other bits, but... That's what that do for us. Not a whole lot. It's still a little bit at the back, so... Because I'm just working on the hair, I'm gonna hide the majority of the rest of it. Oh, it's got actually multiple hair meshes. Okay. Why have I got extras? Alright. Okay, so that's the bottom. Oh, I've grabbed the side of that. Hang on. I didn't see that. I'm gonna presume some behavior with it. Yeah, okay. So for now, let's actually just chuck that up there. I'm gonna grab this one, move it. That's the main one, that's the front. Alright. Helltaker has some good beats, to be honest. Does that look fine? Yeah, I believe that's this bit under here. I'm gonna have to layer some of these textures, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, but let's split it into two groups. Must be the underside, is it? It is. So I need it to have a little bit more white in it. Probably about there. Yeah. See if we can't get this at least looking a bit nicer. This is the opposite side, alright. I've grabbed the side of that. Oops. Can't actually see where that one's at. That's a bit better. The other side is okay, which is this one that's poking out the bottom here. I thought that would have shown up a bit more, but it hasn't really. Oh, that might be it there, actually. No, it's not. Is it this one? No? That one. Okay. Alright. So let's scale it up. I'm gonna break it up, I think. Better. So that's our front. Alright, so we want that pretty much bang center in the middle. Probably like that. Yeah, so we get the highlights in those middle accents. And it looks like that has a little bit to do with the back as well, actually. Which that's fine, I don't mind that. Okay. Oh, interesting that it didn't grab that. Alright, so this is also our back. How does this behave? I think it needs to be rotated by the looks of it. Kind of. To probably think that angle. Scale it up a bit. That's fine. Get the like white highlights there at the bottom. Now we have the, looks like this left hand side. Just make it a bit bigger. Yeah, that's cool. Is that a little bit of white on it at the top? Yeah, okay. So I'll pull that down just a fraction. So that'll be like one of, probably like one of these. And all I gotta do is just pull it down just a smidge, so it's just below that. Yeah, easy. Now it's trying to work out where this one is. To lock somewhere in there. Oh, yep, it's on the inside there. So pretty sure that's about where we want that. So it's got the tips there. This looks like a wired mess over on the side, and it's not really the most nicest thing to look at, but at the end of the day, it's about what we see on the actual model. Just a little bit smaller. There we go. That's good. I can deal with that. I don't know if I want to tidy the back of the hair up at all. It should be okay. I probably don't want that. Okay, so this is the outside bit on that side. So like that. Perfectly fine. This glorious mess that I'm making over here. I haven't seen that. Ah, on the inside, okay. That's fine. Oh, what did I just hit? I think I hit V. I probably should turn that on so anyone that's watching can actually see what buttons I'm hitting if I'm on the right panel. No, it's going to be tiny. Apologies, but much I can do about it. to position one correctly in there. Actually, I don't really want that. If I can help it for the moment, just while I'm working on this one. Oh, that's only on the outside. Okay. You can very faintly see it anyway. Yeah, it's fine. Alright. Last one. Just scale it down a fraction so it fits. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Alright, hair's already looking a lot better. Just with that bit. It's not obviously the nicest texture, but hey cat, how are you? Alright, now I want to have a look at this one. So this one should be fairly simple because there's only like 2 bits with it. I want to put it on the same texture that I just used before. Yeah, because I'm working with them separately, I'm gonna do it like this, but you lowered the prices and that gone end up. Oof. I'm confused. What do you mean, cat? Alright, so with that, I'm gonna grab the same texture out of here. She wasn't actually very happy that I had that as an option, and I was like, well, I mean, it's fun for people. That's all that is. So, where is this texture? It's on the map, but I don't see it showing up anywhere. I'll presume that I have it correct. It's not good to presume, but it's probably one of these bits that are actually invisible or deleted, but grab all these. Okay, so there's 2 there. I think yeah, that's why I'm not seeing anything show up. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. So that was actually on the inside of the hair. So that means this should be the outside, and if I scale it about the same, like that. Perfect. I'm the Bloody Dingo. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it, my dude. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I like that. Might drop it down a little bit, actually, but that could be the positioning of where it is on the hair. No, I'll scale it down just a little bit. Drop it down. I don't want to go up with it. Actually, let's go like that. Then I'm going to grab this line here. Bring that up. Just so I can bring that blonde down a little bit on the hair. Cool. Alright, so that's 2 pieces of the hair that's a little bit more optimized. I've still got the back part there that I've got to pull up to, so join them all into one material, so then that way it looks a lot nicer. So we bring this back, then I'll just work on the back hair. So let's hide these. So we're going to come back to all that. It's way too many things on here. Alright, cool. Grab this one. Oh god, okay. This one shouldn't be too hard. Should be just a matter of rotating it, to be honest. rotating it and positioning it a bit more. Gus, bag boy, what's up? I don't need all these extras. Nah, it's not the old Spagboy avatar, no, not at all. Take these out. Textures. This is a eboy avatar that I made a long time ago, but this is before I probably did a lot more optimization. Well, like before I was doing a lot of optimization on my models and that. And I'm just back cleaning it up because I mean it was nearly 100 meg in terms of model sizes, and that's really bad. It should only be a couple of megabytes at most. That, and I think it had like 30 mats or something like that. It was absolutely terrible. So that's almost okay, except I probably want to go a bit more like that, a little bit more, I think. Might have to scale it down actually. So I think if I bring this up, let's actually have a look at the texture. Yeah. So this is going to be fun. I might have to break it up into loose parts. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Just to be able to get the angles that I want, but... So I have it about there. The only problem is, like, you can see what it's doing to the hair over here, which should be okay with a solid color, but anything like this where you've got the lines and that in it, it's not going to look nice. Might even have to actually do a bit of corrective surgery on the hair. But... Alright, let's break that piece up into loose. Yeah, that'll be better. I want to go the other direction. Yeah, like that. Yeah, because now that it's taller, it's a bit better. I need to do the same with this. Scale, middle mouse, so that way I can play with which way the scale's going. I kind of like the layered aspect of that, and then having the tips out the end of it. I think that's actually kind of cool. What is this? There's like a random corner on that one that I kind of want to bring in. Scale. I kind of want to make it taller. I didn't really stick that then. Hang on. Let's go about that, and then I'll bring it up. So don't worry too much about the color. This is more just to get the sort of effect on the hair, like the actual scaling. So when it comes to doing things like the emissions on it later, if we have just the whole bottom side of it an emission, it's gonna glue the tips of the hair. What did that grab? Oh, that grabbed the front. Okay. I think I've done that one. Yeah, I've done that one. Done that one. Done that one. Alright, so let's just tie the rest of this. And join this all up. Where is this? There's something that's red. What are you? I think it's like an anger mark or something. I don't really want that, to be honest. Alright, so now that that's all joined up, let's just put it all onto one material. Cool, so now it's all under one material, so that's going to be a lot better. And that means if I jump into here now and just change it, it's going to look a lot better. So I could grab something. I'd flip that if I was going to use that, I think, but it's just as an example. You can see like how it's going to behave a bit better now. Even if I grab something that's more of a solid, smooth change across. Without the streaky lines in it. Even like the red and black. It's a lot nicer, I think, than what it started off at. Considering I think it didn't really even have a proper thing. I think it was just a solid color before, actually. I don't think it even had like a chance to have two tones like that. Actually, what's the blue look like? It's kind of cool. A lot of these I'd probably have to flip, or like this particular one I'd need to bring the blue highlight down in the actual image itself, but I think I have some natural hair somewhere. Somewhere. Being the key part of that statement. I thought I saved some in, but maybe I didn't. Let's grab a brown. I'd flip it. That's what needs to happen. That image needs to be flipped. So let's do this then. So all I'm doing here is I'm just going to flip the image on that texture. I think it was down here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, photos is easier. That's a bit better. But yeah, you get the gist of it. So hair's done. Okay, I'm happy with that. What are the ears got going on here? Okay, ears are one texture, that's fine. He doesn't have a tail or anything yet, does he? No. I'll have to work on that. Earring texture. Okay, so I want those two to have the same texture. I'm happy to have these arrows. Actually, yeah, I'm happy to have all the jewelry have the same texture. Any more floating around? I don't think so. There's no rings or anything I put on it. No. Alright, so let's yeah, I'm just gonna put those all under metal, I guess. It's not going to matter how I have it because I'm still going to put a steel shader on it anyway, or steel effect. So, oh wow, the poly counts. It's not too bad. Those arrowheads are a little bit high, but it's fine. Assign means I can take these all out. It's already cut down 4 shaders. I've got an audio bar that sits there on the top there, and that actually moves when you talk, which is not too bad. I noticed there's a mask that I'm looking at putting on the model, which actually has the same sort of effect. I'm happy with the jacket. The straps can be on their own material, that's fine as well, because I might end up changing them. Same with the pants. And the shoes are right as they are. Alright. So let's have a look how many materials we're at now. Jesus, still so many. Okay. Let's go through them. Have a look. Alright, so it's something called star. So that's the face. Alright, well I actually do want to separate the face up a little bit more, but I'll leave that for the second. I'm going to rename it though so I know what it is. One big thing that people should probably do. We got belts. Okay, that's what I thought it would be. Material 11. So the legs themselves are on a separate material to the rest of the body. Okay, that's a bit weird. We should probably fix that. There we go, it's on the same one now as the skin, which is the hands. What's this material one? Okay, so that's the actual pants themselves. So that's the shoes. I don't know why the laces are on a separate material, but okay. I'm guessing that's the laces. Alright, they're all going onto the same material. The neck skin, okay. Alright, so I need to rework that bit. Because I want that on the same as the actual body. Alright, I need a body texture in there. What am I using at the moment, actually, for that? That one, okay. Body tattoo bruises, okay. I don't think it's going to matter too much where I place this because of the way the tattoos all are. Oh, it does a little bit, I guess. There's the... Okay, so that needs to be... out there somewhere. I'm going to deselect these legs. Come back in and have a look. I was thinking about how it's shaped. Even if I roughly get it where it needs to be. Like, that's not too bad. Yeah, I'm actually okay with that. Most of the tattoos around it are fine. Cool. So that's all on one mesh now. So we can give it a skin neck. Skin, belts, we did the belts already. Ears outside, face, hair. Cool, so what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so that's not too bad, that's 9. It was, I think it's 16 or 17 materials beforehand, we've brought it down to 9, that's not too bad. I've still got more stuff I want to add on to it, I'm just going to grab it now actually. This one. So I've got some horns. I'm debating whether I want to change out the ears, but I think I like those ears. Or do I even want the horns? Do I just want to put the tail on it? Maybe I'll just put a tail. Let's drag them into here. I can get rid of this for the moment. I don't need it. Let's bring the tail in. And the tail's way up there. Fantastic. It's fixed up to start with. Did I just lose all the colouring on here? No, I didn't. Okay, it just looked like I did for some reason. This hasn't got its material in it. It does. What's going on? Diffuse is set to 0. Okay. Stop. There we go. It's better. So its actual texture will work with the hair. So I can actually probably join the textures up, which means it saves it on matte. So, alright. However, I need to scale this right down. Actually, I'm going to go into pose mode for that. Let's bring it down to about... Oh god, I don't want to get that small. At that. I want it to come down straight. There we go. Okay. It's a little bit small. We'll make it a bit bigger, but... Probably about that. I think that's fine. We probably don't want it too much bigger. I probably maybe want it a bit thicker is probably the only thing that I would change. Let's do that. Oh, music's just stopped. There we go. Yeah, I think that's better. A little bit thicker of a tail. Alright. Let's chuck that on. Oh, hang on. Rest pose. Merge it together. Ah, it's chucked it on the head. Hang on, back up. Don't attach it to a chain. We want to attach it to the hips. That was awkward. Alright, perfect. So there's that one done. I'm going to join the materials together on both. So I want the hair, tail, assign it both to that. We're going to have a brown tail for the moment, but that's fine. And if I turn, I think backface culling off through here, the tail will look fuller. Yeah. Cool. Alright, tail's on. Now I've got one more to add, which is the mask. Which I'm sure I did download. Maybe I didn't grab it yet. Let me just have a look, see where it's gone to. Alright, I have a feeling this thing's got like 30,000 textures as well. Oh, it's not too bad. See, the mask has got Visemes with it as well, so I'm curious whether it's going to allow me to actually use it all in one hit. Alright, Mr. Mask, where'd you go? There you are. Alright, so what do the Visemes actually look like on the mask? Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. They're named custom Viseme though, which I might have to change that. It's actually kind of cool. I kind of wish that they were named a little bit better, but you know. So, going off that, let's grab some. I was curious to see if any move the actual toxic stuff on the sides, but not really. So I'm just gonna grab a pen because I want to write some stuff down. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna merge the Visemes that the mask's got with the ones on the body itself. But in order to do that, it's gonna take a little bit of detective work. We're gonna have a look at what we've actually got on the face at the moment. So the standards, you got the Vrchat Model, all that. So I like to. There's a couple of different ways we could actually do this, and it might be easier if we, instead of merging it with these ones, we actually merge it with our stock standard ones that you generate those from. So like, yeah, here, which does nothing for some reason. Okay. Alright, I'll have to work that one out. This one here. So we want AH, which is pretty much just an open mouth, so you got you got ch, which doesn't seem to do anything there. What do we actually need for Visams? O, so we need O, which that one doesn't work. This one does, so let's get rid of that. Which is a sort of narrow. Make sure I had the correct spelling on the correct R. Alright, I did, so it's capital A little h. We want it to be named the exact same as what the other one's going to be. So like that's big O little h. That was the correct one, wasn't it? Yeah. And the last shape key is CH, which CH didn't actually do anything, did it? No. So what are they using for that? Oh, it could be this CH. Yeah, it is. So it's big C, little h. What I'm actually going to do with the body quickly is get rid of the shape keys that aren't actually attached to the face. So I feel like there's some there. I just need to hide that. And that. Join all this back up. Excuse me. Yeah, that's fine. And these need to all disappear. Oh, hang on. Actually, no, they don't, because of the fact there's also these up the top. Yeah, okay. Come back a bit then. So that means that could possibly... the ones that I deleted just before could be attached to that. Well, it's not. Let's do this. Just to be safe. Let's cut that A. That Ch. It's already got shape keys on it, so I'm just gonna hide that one. Hide that one. Hide that one. Hide that one. Everything else needs to be joined up. Okay, and there's no shape keys left on that, which is good. So, I need to pick out of these. I need one for A, one for O, and one for Ch. Just to make it easier to generate. Okay. So I'm kind of looking for a different styles of like open. We just hide these bones quickly. Hey Key, how are you? That looks like that'd be a Ch, so I want 14 to be CH. Oh, there's our O. 8 is OH. I need an R, so chilling, want to finish some Borderlands, so yeah. Ah, cool. Which Borderlands you playing, Key? Might do that as R. So number 9, big A, little H. Just go through them again. So that's a ch. Yeah, that should be fun. Okay, so number 9, big A, little H. Number 8, big O, little H. And number 14 is big C, little H. Big C, little H. There we go. Oh, 3. Borderlands 3. Cool. So, now, let's bring this all back. Let's actually position this mask where we want it. There's the bottom of the jaw down there. Looks like it needs to be a little bit wider. And probably come down a little bit. Something like that, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Probably could come a little bit closer to the mouth, actually. Just feels like it's a really big mask. Where's the actual mouth in there? Adult Tiny Tina. Oh yeah, the mouth's actually right where it needs to be. That's actually pretty good. Alright. So I'm happy with that. So let's merge that now. I want that to merge with the head. We can probably put the mask on a toggle, which wouldn't be a massive drama. Alright, so what I didn't apply the rest pose. Hang on, come back a second. Apply as rest. Merge to the head. What I'm curious of is how the Vizims will behave now. So I will have to regenerate these more than likely, but we'll have a look. So I want to have a look at AH. Okay, so it's moving inside the mouth, it's moving on the mask, not on the head though, so that means that's probably set up to something else. Yeah, it is. What I can probably... yeah, what I might do with that... We'll remake AH. So that's supposed to be a Yeah, we'll do it that way. Alright, so we're going to create a new shape key from the mix we currently have. So we've got this at 100, that at 100. Okay, the new key is going to be called we'll call it R1, like AH1. I want a little H in there. Just temporarily. There is so many keys here. Well, we're going to take these out because I'm going to generate new ones. So I'll get rid of these shape keys. Same with the blinking. I'll redo the blinking as well, just in case. Now I can delete this one. Just take it out. Delete it. That's the head piece. And then I can take this one out and delete it. Come down to our AH1. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so we've got our R. I'm going to take out these custom mask ones, the ones that we're not using, just to clean it up a bit. I've got another R here as well, which is just the face. I don't need it. Alright, so now we've got ch. So that did the actual mouth. It did. It did the mouth and it's done the teeth. Didn't do the ch that's on top of the head though, which I'm guessing is this. Yeah, cool. So let's combine the two. Call it ch1. Yeah, that works. Cool. Let's delete these other ones. And the last one should be O, which should be this one. So that's our mask. Is there another O somewhere? Lick, wink. Blush. No, there's not another O. Bit windy outside, I think. Excuse me. Anger, calm, grin, upper. The wa. Maybe it's under this. Nope. I'm looking to see when the thing on top of the head moves, which it doesn't look like it does. The only way that I can think of doing it is we probably do it ourselves. Can I be bothered though? It might be alright. We'll leave it as it is. We'll leave it as it is and see how we go. Alright. See how it actually looks when I generate them. So, everything's all together. What are we at? 100. Can I decimate down this mask at all? Let's have a look. I didn't realize it had come apart so much. Actually, undo that just because of the fact that it uses the things, the toxic stuff. It's a shame these cables. Oh, I could probably make up an emission map for those cables. That shouldn't be too hard. Okay. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad, thank you, Key. Thanks for asking. To be honest, like, yeah, it's been pretty chill. Is the goo not in there anymore? Oh, it is, but it's not showing for some reason. Oh, maybe it's taking the transparency off the glass. No, it's got a transparency there. Okay. That's weird. Oh, now it's back again. Okay. Righty. Let's do that just so it's fixed. So, yep. AH, OH, and then CH. Let's generate some visemes. Let's have a look at how it looks when it actually talks. Yep, that all moves. So does the audio bar on its head. That's fine. Cool. Just grabbing some random ones to see how the mask and everything all moves. Yep. P doesn't really ever do anything. But TH. Yeah, TH. Alright, Key. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Appreciate it. Alright, cool. I'm happy with the mask. I've got the tail done. Everything. So what are we at for mats now? Probably a few because of the mask, but... there's a few. Can't really take it back too much more than I have. That's fine. We'll do the eye tracking and then we'll work on it from there. So, as for the eye tracking, don't think I need to change how he's going to blink. I'm pretty sure I'll be happy with those blinks, but I'll just check out what blink 2 and blink 2 right is. Wink. So I got wink. Oh, it's wink 2, sorry. So wink 2 right. Where's the other wink? Wink 2, there. Okay, so that's both of those. Let's have a look. It's fine. Has oh, okay, so there's a bit of something going wrong with the eye movement. The bones move down here, that's why. Why have you migrated down there, Mr. Bone? This is gonna be fun to try and bring it back up. We can probably grab the axis for this location. So I want its want that. And then we will paste that in. That was the tail, wasn't it? Why did that not move up? Copy. It's there. Oh, it's copying the Z, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. Because I've been reading that wrong. Alright, So copy that. Alright, so the top point of that's correct. Now I just need the head VZ. Alright, so now it's at the correct positioning. Let's actually check out if it moves correctly. Yeah. That's better. That was weird. I've never seen it do that before. Oh well. Easy fix. Looks like we got a double head bone there, but is it something else? Head, and then just bone. Oh, that'd be the mask. That's fine. I guess having a mask bone, if I've got it positioned correctly. Yeah, it probably means I could do that. Slash, I could probably do a gesture or something where it actually shrinks away. If I can pull it the correct direction to shrink it. Yeah, something like that, if I wanted to. Cool. Eyes are all fixed up. Oh yeah, now the only other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to change the original eyes. I don't want the white eyelids. I want to have a black eye white, if that makes sense. So that one, and then I want to make the eyes on their own thing. Alright. Separate that by loose parts. Oh, I'm holding down tab. So I'm happy to have them both the same color. That's fine. Let's just give it a new material. Assign them. Okay, so there's our eyes on their own material. And then I need to do the whites. Because I want black eye whites without having to actually just edit the texture. Which probably would have been the easiest way to do that, but... yeah, paste it in there. Assign. Alright. And he's ready to take into Unity. So let's go. We got some warnings. It's over 70,000. I mean, it's 100 vertices over. Oh, it's a little bit higher in the tries, but that's fine. 70 materials, so we're back up a little bit again, but that's fine. Alright. Let me grab my folder. I have a folder for him set up already in my Unity. You just grab that. Stream eboy. Show folder. Eboy. Alright, cool. Alright, nice and easy. Cool. So, we're done there with pretty much Blender for the moment, providing everything goes correctly or works correctly. Just waiting for Unity. Come on, Unity. Let's find a little bit more upbeat music. I don't really want lo-fi too much at the moment. Oh, Unity's just having a bit of a fit at the moment. It's beautiful, as it does. There we go. Okay, cool. So, we have our model here. Let's do a couple of quick things. Where are we? Legacy blend shapes. Cool. My old Unity's actually having a bit of a hernia at the moment. It's interesting. Alright, let's rig him up. So, humanoid, apply. Still the easy bits. Yeah, he's doing a bit of this. Bit of the old hold on. There we go. I want to configure it. Alright. Chest is all fine. Shoulders, wrists, that's all good. Doesn't have toes, which is fine. Neck, head's all good. We delete this because we don't have a jawbone. Nor do we use one. Cool, that's done. Alright. Let's drag him into the scene and start making up some textures for him. So, nice and easy ones is always going to be like the hair and the face and that sort of stuff. So, let's, should we do the body first? Alright. I gotta wait for it to load the shader. This is the problem when you have too many things in one Unity project. It gets a little bit laggy. Pyomi. Oh. Okay. So. Textures. Look at some body textures. Yeah, it's going to be the fun part of me trying to find which ones are my male textures and female textures. I think I just got it straight off, actually. Yeah, I did actually. Got the male tattooed one that I actually wanted. Easy. Alright. Your folders are separated by unis and specs. Oof. Alright, so I don't want any shadowing at all. Absolutely hate the way shadowing works. I am going to add a bit of a matte though. Probably only just want a pale one. Oh, I've added it in the wrong section, my bad. It's better. Alright. So I don't want it so strong. Cool. So, the only other thing I can do here... Bummer. Thought it was going to actually allow me to do that. It is. That's not too bad. Alright, cool. Then I'm going to do the face. Now, I'm actually curious what face I'm using at the moment, so I'm gonna... do I want to grab all the textures out? Or am I just gonna go through? I should be able to tell where my male face is. They're a little bit more obvious. This is also subject to whether I can find it amongst all these. Here it is. Actually, I'll grab that one. Okay, cool. We've got a face in. So the eye whites are going to be a lot easier because I want them to actually be black. I quite literally only just need to put a black texture in. And then I want the eyes from here. Let's grab a eye texture. So actually going to play around with the shader I'm going to use on this. I'm just going to find an eye that I like. Yeah, that's better. Alright. So what effects does he actually have? So this is just going to be me tinkering a little bit for a moment, just because I want to sort of see how things behave, but... Dissolve a noise. Let's grab a noise. Oh, actually, that's what I want. That's better. Okay. Kind of don't want it that quick though. Well, maybe I do want it quick. I'm being picky about how I actually want this. Actually, if I decrease the tiling down, actually go up. Let's go like 5 by 5. What's 10 by 10? Oh. If I got a noise, it's probably not as dense. It's probably what I'm looking for. It's actually kind of cool. I'm curious how it behaves with that. It'd be nice if it didn't stay as dark as long, but... I mean, I'm okay with that, but that's fine. Let me just put an emission on that as well. Where is that eye? Oh, there. Yeah. Oh, no, it's there. Okay. Gradient. Emission. Alright, because I've added the emission in, it doesn't go as dark, which is good. They get that cool effect in the eyes. Awesome. Alright, I'm happy with that. Let's do the hair. Where are we? That one. Actually, because we've got the green chemical, I kind of want a green hair, and I think I actually have one that's good. Ah, oh, apparently I don't have the main part open. I would have liked a little bit higher up green, but... Unless I grab a black and then throw a green trim on it. That's the only other way that I could probably do that. It's a shame I don't have one of those that actually has the green in it. There's my black. Matte black. And then I want to grab the emission to go along with that, which should be nice and easy because of the way that we redid the hair. We probably want... No, hang on. I've got to actually come down to the emission part. Yeah. Okay. Gonna give it a blink effect too. And slow it down. Go a little bit stronger. Let's go 0.3. I don't think there's anything else I want to change on the hair. I'm happy with that. I could... I think it's gonna like wreck it doing something like that though. If I, especially even if I do like a mask over the top, I feel like it's gonna wreck it. Maybe. Let's bring the density down. Bit too much. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Alright, let's grab a steel. Actually, I think I've got a metal, something like that already here. Metal pieces. It's a bit bright. Let's grab a mat. Let's make it up with a mat. And where am I? Eboy, there he is. I'm gonna actually do it up a little bit differently. Like, so normally I would use a yeah, making some models up. Actually, don't mind this one, but so I'm gonna do my metal, I think, with a matte cap instead of actually using a metal shader. So I think that might be a bit more something different. Take this stupid lighting off. Reflections, matte cap, and I think I've got a metal matte cap somewhere. So I could use that, but I kind of like this brushed sort of steel look instead. Let's darken it down a little bit. It'll reflect the light a little bit better too, I think. I kind of want the same on the mask, but I'll do it a little bit differently with the mask because I've got the proper textures for it. Alright, physemes. Let's do that on the top. Actually, set these to white. Put this to rainbow. I think it's I want left to right, not the other way. Then, yeah, but not that quick. Yeah, because then they'll just change color over time. Alright, ears. I believe I've got the ears done before somewhere else, so I'm just going to grab that. I need to fix the color on there because I don't want that color. 1.3, 1.5. I think that's about the same. Do I actually have the texture floating around? I do. Okay, cool. That should mean I'd be able to match it like I did with the glitter and the hair. So I want to use that for the mask, and that should just put the glitter inside the ears. Yeah, it did. Cool. What did I do for the glitter settings on the hair? 200, and I dropped the size down to about that. So it's about 200, and I dropped the size down to about 1.15. That's close enough. Cool. Now for the mask. I think most of these textures are already on there, but I don't like that bright main inside. Pipes. Teeth. Darken it down a little bit. So he did put actually a mission on it. I'm debating whether I actually even like the mask now. Yeah, I'll stick with it for now. I didn't even think about the tail when I did the hair. I forgot I joined them together. Spag, check Discord real quick. Nice attempt, cat. Nice attempt. Alright, gonna do these pants. Pants. Where am I? Eboy. Ooh, what pants was I using? Or textures was I using on the pants before? Let's have a look. Still works as a Halloween avatar. Yeah, I mean, it would, definitely. So, they're under that. Cargo one. You just grab these pants textures. These are the default pants. So that's the jacket. They're the shoes. Jacket. These are straps. Okay. I think that's all I need out of that. Alright, make a mat up for the clothing. So, we'll go jacket first, or coat, jumper, depending where you're from. Poyomi. So I want to take the back culling off to start with because I don't need that. I think this is the right jacket. No, it is not. Alright. Where did I get the jacket from? Oh, it's from a different one. Okay. I'm gonna edit all the patterns up on these, and I actually have a plan on putting a flip book on the jacket itself, but... Yep, okay, so that's the jacket that I'm using at the moment. So I can get rid of that. There it is there. Alright. I'm just going to take a 5-second break and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so I want to take this jacket into Blender. Not Blender, into Photoshop, that's it. Now, I also want to do straps. I think I want to put the straps into Photoshop as well, but let's have a look what they look like at the moment. Yeah, I need to put them into Photoshop. It lenses stuff all over it. Oof. And then the shoes. So I've seen people do heaps of textures for these shoes, so I might see if I can locate some and actually use them. If I don't like these standard... Oh, actually I don't mind the grey. Alright, and then we're missing the pants, which is the last one. Kinda wouldn't mind doing maybe an edge lighting too, or a rim lighting on the other bits. Does it have anything on it? No, it doesn't. Alright, cool. So, Photoshop. Let me just grab that one, get that open for us. I'm gonna grab this one because it'll look good on the back, I think. Sorry, you guys can't really see it off the side, but... So, where are we? Flipbooks, flipbooks. Shouldn't face it, because... So it's almost like it's not my right textures folder. It's because it's not, that's why. I'm wondering why I can't find where my photo is gone. It's because I was going the wrong bloody thing. Show and folder. There it is. Jump over there. Out of the screens, road folder. Now where'd you go? There. Okay. We've got a skull animation that I'm gonna make a quick. Let's rename it. Let's give it a second to run through that. There's our skull. Come back here. Now we go to our jacket. Come down the bottom to some special effects. We want a flip book. We want our image in there. Total number of frames, we'll say 60 for the moment because I don't know how many it's actually supposed to be. Bring this down to 13, maybe 15, maybe 18. That seems better. Alright, so at the moment we can see it's all over the shop with the way that it is on this jacket. So what we're going to do, we're going to shrink it down to start with. So let's go like 0.2, 0.2. See if we can't move it around till it's on the back. So it should probably be there and up a little bit, I would have said, but yeah, about that. So I'm going to shrink it down a little bit more. Maybe a bit too much then. Seems a little bit squashed, so maybe 2.8 or something. Yeah, like that. Center it up a little bit more. Two, three. Okay, and I want to boost it up a little bit. It's not showing up elsewhere on the jacket, is it? No, it's just getting like a little trim. Cool. I think that's all I want on that. I don't think there's anything else that I want. No, I don't want that. Special effects. It's got the flip book in there. It doesn't feel quite enough frames. So let me boost it up to about 80. It should feel like it just keeps going, but a little bit more, maybe 100. Yeah, that's better. bring it up to probably about 20 frames. 23. Then I want to make the scale probably half of what it is at the moment. So let's go 1.4 there, and then go 0.1 here, because it gets bigger now. Boost this up to about 26 frames. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Cool. Now, I want to change the straps down to green instead of the orange, so then at least that way we're color coded. So let's bring these straps into Photoshop. Magic wand. Oh, this is going to be too fine, isn't it? You have to do it the manual way. Alright, and some green. Doing this a little bit rough because you honestly won't even notice it. I could probably even go as far as just doing it like this. If I wanted to make sure it was straight. Oh, hang on, I'm moving the wrong bit. I want this. Makes life a lot easier having these guides, I guess. So you're not colouring outside the line. I could probably actually do it a bit quicker if I was probably in this sort of size. Then I could probably go like that, yeah. Okay. It's all about being efficient. I should have probably made these a separate layer just to make it easier with repainting others, to be honest. That's fine. I'll probably should be able to do a hue shift, I think, after this. Or at least select these a lot easier than what I have been able to previously. I'm sorry if you can hear that. That's my dog having night terrors, apparently. He's barking in his sleep. Which I've never heard him do before. Oh, that annoys me that they aren't in line with each other. Oof. Oh. Ah, oops. I don't want that top bit. It's better. Okay. Couple more. It joys we go through and fiddly processes just to make nice looking models. Alright, I'm probably going to change that text out. I don't want the text there. Let's go black for the moment. Swap that over. Oops. I kind of see it. Did I make it too small? Ah, there we go. Okay. So I want it to be about an 8. Oops. And let's make it a little bit bigger. There's my eye. Okay. So I need to make it a fraction smaller. And need to color in the other side. Too much. All right. So, file, save as. Let's check it out and have a look. Straps. So, bring it up. Check it over the old ones. And we've got color matching straps, which is good. The eyes still doing what they should be doing. Yeah, I might have to turn the emission down just a fraction on it. Because it seems like since I've done that, it's actually made... Then 16, a little bit higher. Okay, I think that's fine now. So I like it being subtle and not too obvious. Yeah, it's okay. We've got that done. Shirt's done. Pants are fine. Jumper's done. Now the only other thing I'd like to add is maybe... I was thinking like particles that come out the side of these tanks and stuff, but I don't want to make it too much. Alright, let's work on the dynamics. I think I'll just go over the dynamics now. Alright. So, dynamics. Okay, and turn this down just a little bit. Okay, so it's got the softness that I want. Is that too heavy? No, that's fine. That's fine with the heaviness. Alright. Radius. Okay, but I want the first couple of bones to be at 0. Just so they don't play up with inside the body. Okay, let's grab that. Paste it over the other one. I want to put some colliders in, so the tail doesn't actually go inside the body. Maybe a little bit bigger, maybe 1/8. Yeah, it's better. Alright, and some height to it. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I thought that was a bit too much. That's fine. Let's grab that, put it on the leg. Oh, welcome back, you know. Shrink the radius a little bit on these. Bring it down a bit. Put an extra one in. Alright, let's run a bit where I want it. Cool, and I would like some colliders in the fingers as well. I probably could have even made the straps dynamic, to be honest, but alright, that's that. Paste that one in too, and the ring finger. Cool, so it's colliders by the head. So the last one I want to do is the head collider. A little bit smaller. Yep, that's fine. Alright, as for the hair, let's do all this. So, which way do I want to do it? Yeah, let's do it this way. I hate when it does that. Okay. So we want to put a little bit of inherit on there. Dampening can come up a fraction, elasticity can come down, stiffness can come down a bit too. Now the end offset, so I actually want a little bit of that. A little bit more. Because the reason why I do this is those single strands will have the ability to move now. Radius, oh, too big. A little bit bigger. Oh, it's like a 2.5 type situation. Okay. Force, I want a bit of force. Not a lot, just enough to pull it down a little bit. Let's have a look. Oh, I didn't set up the collider for the head, so it's going to clip into the head. I just realized that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I just gotta set up the colliders for the head and for the fingers. What am I listening to? There we go. Alright, and colliders. So I've got 3 in each hand and then the one on the head. So that's 7. We got head, index fingers, and middle fingers, ring fingers. Cool. So then there's just the ear bones that I need to do. So the ear bone's going to be a little bit different because of the fact that the one that's got the chain on it, I have to do that separately. So there. Ears are pretty easy. Dampening up a little bit. Elasticity down to about there for floppy ones. Stiffness is okay. Inherit will probably bump up a bit. Tiny amount of force. Radius. I want a radius because I want people to be able to touch them. Yeah, so you can see how there's the chains actually coming off it. So, what is that? I think that's actually Yeah, that one. I've got to put a exclusion in for that one. And that's from the point that the chain actually is in there, so the chain doesn't move itself. As for the colliders, 7 once again. Fingers. And the head. Okay, I will copy this. I need to grab one of them. That one. Grab the second actually. Copy component. Yeah, the top one's fine. So paste. Okay, decrease the size of this radius. Yep. Increase the gravity a bit. Colliders are fine. So let's have a look. Yeah, they all fell a little bit, which is what I like to see. Turn the dynamic burn off so I can actually have a look. So I probably want the ears to be a little bit more responsive, so, and the chain to be dull a little bit. So I'm going to come to the chain, turn the dampening up a bit more. As for the ears, they need their dampening down a bit. That's better. The ears are more responsive now. And the chain's more softer. Chain actually looks like it's staying still, which is not what it should be doing. Oh no, it's moving. Yeah, it's moving. That's fine. Okay. So I got the fire zooms on there. I've got that on there. Hands on there. Tails on there. Did I add the colliders in for the tail? I did not. Okay, so 3. It's nice and easy. Hips. Left leg. Right leg. Alright. So I'll just chuck a dance or something on him and we'll have a look at what he actually looks like when he's moving around. Actually, I think I've got some walks in here or something. Excuse me. That should be fun. Alright, so now just have a bit of a look at him and see how he actually looks. So I'll turn it off. Oh, hey, Cool Tag, how are you? Yeah, so it didn't turn out too bad. I'm happy with the way things all move. Use Unity for game development? Yeah, I haven't got into too much of that side of it yet. I've mainly just been using it for model creation for Vrchat, so. Yeah, Unity's actually really cool. I like what you can do with it. I'm a toss-up though between whether I like Unreal or Unity better, but... Tips on motion sickness. Do you mean from like a VR perspective, or do you mean just like in general? If you're talking like IRL motion sickness, they generally say things like from VR. From VR, never get sick. Oh, okay. So just motion sickness in general. If you're in something like a car, I guess, make sure you're in the front so you can see where you're going. Is probably the best thing. Otherwise, things I find like lemonade or like something fizzy, like soda water or something. You never get sick. Oh, you never get sick outside of VR. Okay, so I found out that a lot of motion sickness is caused by your lenses being either too close or too far. So a lot of the headsets actually have like adjustment dials. I was looking around for where mine is. Adjustment dials to bring the lenses in and out from each other, which doesn't strain your eyes as much. That's probably one of the biggest things. And make sure it's not too tight around your head as well, because that's another thing that can make you feel a bit nauseous after a while. Other than that, depending on what system you're using, there is things like comfort. You got the Quest 2, and I think I'm right in the middle of the 2 and 3 presets. Yeah, actually, I watched a couple of reviews today on the Quest 2, and a few people actually said that it's having the preset function rather than a like radial dial actually doesn't make it the best thing for that. But what was it the other guy said as well? The comfort strap helps a lot with motion sickness, as opposed to like the elite strap or whatever they call it instead of the standard one. The only other thing I can think of is try like your comfort turning options maybe in games. Like some of the games will have different ways of turning. It'll either be like a snap turn or it'll be like a slow motion comfort turn. Try fiddling around with those until you get your bearings. Or, and I know it's VR, and I know you get it so you can stand up and jump around and do all that sort of stuff. It makes you so sick. Yeah, okay. So it's just a matter of working out which one you want to do to make it better. But the other thing you can try is try actually sitting down until you start to get used to the movement, and then stand up and then do your own like sort of movement and stuff like that. Like actual spinning on the spot, because it does take a little bit to get used to. And I think everyone goes through that at the start when they're getting used to VR. Because it's playing with your senses essentially, so it's you're moving and you're seeing things and hearing things that you were fine. How long until you get used to it though? I mean, it shouldn't be more than a week or so, but it's everyone's sort of different. It's one of those sort of things that everyone's sort of different with the way that they can handle the motion and that sort of stuff. But yeah, those are the only sort of things I can think of. Make sure that the head strap's not too tight. Try and play with the lenses the best you can. I feel like motion sickness is the biggest hurdle for VR to go through. Yeah, I do too. Like, I mean, that's probably one of the things. I mean, we've got full body tracking and everything, and then feedback suits and stuff like that nowadays, where you can actually have a sense of touch in VR games and stuff like that. As well as there was even one I think out there that was doing pain tolerance stuff for a while as well, and then you've got also like the compression gloves and stuff like that that give resistance when you grab onto objects. So it's getting there. It's getting there, but even like Eunice says there, like it's still, even I find it myself, that it's interesting when people walk into you, sometimes you still feel yourself stepping back, or when people are directly in your face as well, you still find yourself stepping back, or that personal space. It's an adjustment from real life to VR sometimes, but exactly. But yeah, it's interesting. What set do I have? I've probably not long ago upgraded to the Cosmos Elite. I scratched my old lenses on my old HTC Vive up too much and had to get a new one, and it was in between models. But honestly, I would, if I could have, I would have got the Index, but over in Australia here, we can't get access to any of the Index products, so... But yeah, I don't mind it. Like, I was actually looking at getting the Quest 2, actually for my parents, because they were showing interest in VR themselves, so... but however, if it's... can you not ship it over? Nah, they won't even sell it. They won't even sell it to us. Like, I've seen a few of my friends that are in Oz will actually get it shipped over with third party, but it's nearly an extra $400 or $500 more. You pay twice as much, so... But it's not worth it at that point, but... Yeah, well, you know, being from the UK and that sort of stuff as well, but... Yeah, it's just, I don't know, like, I really don't understand why they didn't do it. I think it's just to do with, like, the whole taxation system over here, and then the faulty product returns that we don't, like, the way our system says that you have to honour if you have a faulty product or something like that, like the return systems and stuff like that, because they're so strict over here, a lot of countries won't sell stuff to us. Oh, yeah, it's definitely, yeah, that's definitely the case. Yeah. There's a lot of people I know over here that would get it, and there's still a lot of Aussies that have got it, but they've just obviously got friends that have sent it over to them and that sort of stuff like that, But yes, I think I'm happy with how he's turned out, so... I don't think there's anything else I want to change on it. Just need to do the descriptor, VRC descriptor. Did I model that? Yes, a long time ago. I put this together. I just brought it back into Blender today because I made this like probably over 12 months ago now. I don't know, close to. It was very unoptimized. I brought it back in and then optimized a lot of the materials that were on it and stuff like that, just so it's a little bit easier for people to load it up, I guess. It's probably the main thing. Did some new stuff with it, like I never originally had the mask and that, and like I said, edited up the hair and that sort of stuff like that, so it looks better, but... Oh, it takes time. Don't stress. It takes time. The biggest tip I can give to anyone that's ever learning anything to do with Unity or Blender is take small steps. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Try and aim for like small achievements, not a full development. I think that's probably the best thing I can recommend, because a lot of my friends, I've shown them how to use Blender and Unity and that sort of stuff, and was it from a preset though? Like some of the clothes and stuff like that were pre-sculpted. I fitted the clothes or that sort of stuff to the body, but yeah, that was about it. But yeah, like I guess a lot of my friends and that sort of stuff that started out with doing this, they try and just go and do everything all in one hit, and then they get frustrated and give up with it. That's why I learn the basics first, and then start to learn how to do all your fancy stuff afterwards with your special effects and that, so... But, yeah, it's good fun, so... Oh yeah, I'll check it out. At the moment though, I'll finish doing this. I've got to get into the game development side of it now, because I feel like I'm wasting a lot of skills that I've learnt doing this stuff, just doing this. Let me grab... I'm going to actually chuck my animation controller in here. Yeah. I mean, the first thing I ever did with game development was the old Game Maker. It was like 2010 or something, or Game Maker 2000 or something, with the old 2D sprites and stuff, but... Oh, yes, yeah. I was actually watching some video topics today on, like, game development and that, and, like, so, 3 devs were saying, like, game developers were saying that it's good and it's bad to ask your community what they want in a game, because a lot of the time players and peoples really don't know what they want. They say they want one thing, or they want something buffed or something changed or something like that, and then it gets done, but they don't realize the domino effect that has on every other aspect of the game a lot of the times, and how it can sometimes ruin the game itself. So yeah, that's it. Like they said, there's two types. There's the developers who will just do what they want with their game, and then there's the other ones that'll do everything the community wants with their game. So they said you have to find that balance, but yeah, it's not a simple task to put multiplayer aspects in any sort of video game. And even, like, there's games now that have been out for 10 years that still can't do it. No matter how many updates, but what was the last bag that I did? I think it was my punk one. Yeah, this is the animation controller I want. Alright, so let's get rid of the duplicate that I made. Quest 2. Oh, yeah. If you don't mind scary stuff and you want to try something, it's actually pretty cheap to play. Phasmophobia, I think is how you say it. I always say phantasmophobia, but it's like phasmophobia, I think is how you say it. It's a really cool game. I've played it with some friends and that. And you can play it by yourself as well, and oh, it's so atmospherically scary. It's really good. It's yeah, I must admit I had nightmares for like about 2 or 3 nights afterwards, but alright, so it's like 23 there. Oh, okay. I'll shift it over there. I'll upload that for us now, and I'll start Vrchat up, and we'll have a look at how it looks in game. I may lag a little bit, guys, just while Unity's compiling everything, just so you know. I'll try and save some resources. I'll leave Blender up for the moment. You see the appeal of what makes it so good. It's a social thing. I guess that's what it is. It depends on like what you like to do socially, like whether it be just chatting with random people, watching movies and stuff like that. Like with all this COVID stuff, I've been able to keep up contact with friends and stuff like that. Whether it be watching movies and whatever, or having a drink on Friday nights, which I would have normally done, maybe say in like a club or something like that with friends, but obviously I can't do that. So yeah, it just gives me another way of seeing how everyone is and what they're up to. So I guess that's probably what appeals to it to me, but I don't play it anywhere as much now as what I used to. Once upon a time I would have lived in the thing, but it's also an escape. I think that's probably another big thing for people as well. It's an escapism, but anyone with VR headset difference. Yeah, but it's also it's like the old Nintendo too. It can be a party thing as well, because you get something like, say, Beat Saber or Pistol Whip or something like that, and you can have fun taking in turns doing that. But the only advice I'd ever offer with that sort of thing is have one of the foam insets or whatever it is, like the things, get a spare one of those, so you have it when people come over, and then you have one that you use yourself. Because if it gets hot, yeah. You think that Full Dive will have... Yeah, I definitely think it will. I don't know at what point it'll be a Full Dive. Like, I mean, they've already got aspects of it out and about at the moment, but I think the next step is we're going to have a hybrid augmented reality and virtual reality type thing. So yeah, we'll see. The thing with that, like, I don't know how politically and that sort of stuff, like how much they can actually do with that. Like, what are the morals behind it, I guess, is like, what are they going to allow people to do? I mean, it'd be kind of cool that like you get the full sense, but then it might be just a trickery type thing. Like you won't have to worry about being Zuckerberg in your skull. Oh my god, it'd be so bad because you'd just be like walking along, and next minute you'd be thinking about all these ads from Amazon and like YouTube and AFK Arena like that. These are your all these thoughts are popping in your head. It's like, hey, maybe I should download AFK Arena. Why would I do that? It's already bad enough with the amount of stuff that we put on the internet and that we're allowing people to see, but helps if I actually launch the game. I was going to launch it in desktop just to have a look. Elon Musk does it. It'll be the next step of entertainment, though. Yeah, true. Mass extinction. Well, yeah, I mean, it's... Okay, so it's interesting that, like, you could argue it's easier to meet people and to interact with people in a virtual reality. You could argue that. But I think it's gonna make it interesting because people won't... Like, I notice it after someone who's played VR chat and stuff like that, you're not as sociably, or as much of a sociable person outside of a virtual reality or without being behind a screen as what you might have once been. And I don't know whether that's because of maybe the experiences that you've had in virtual reality, or if it's because of you become too comfortable with how virtual reality is, and when you return to real life, it becomes too hard to manage for some people. I think that could possibly be a thing as well. So, is it uploaded yet? No, not quite. Alright, I gotta wait a little bit for it. Let me just check on it. Here. That helps. Okay. It helps if I actually fill in the name and click the button that says upload. If it wants to allow me to use Unity. I'm just going to close some of this other stuff down. Quit. Close that. What are your thoughts on it? There, will you do it? The brain. Okay, so yeah, I would. I definitely would. I wouldn't do it. It's hard because like there's part of me that says I would love to do it as the moment it came out type thing, and then like have that whole risk factor of like being lost in it, Sword Art Online type thing. Doubt it would actually happen. But then there's also like part of me that would like to wait until they've done tests on how it actually affects people, whether it screws them over long term or whatever. But yeah, it'd be. I would do it. I would definitely do it. As a point of when, I'm not 100% sure on. So. My Unity's locked up. Oh, there we go. Oh, Unity error. Perfect game for you. Yeah. It'd be good if it did like come out, but imagine a game that adapts in the sense to personalize the game. See, like what scares me is the horror game aspect of it. Like horror games in VR are already a scary thing. Like, yeah. Oh god, Unity is just doing its own thing at the moment. Yeah, I'll chuck it over here again. The surrealism and that sort of stuff, and like I can remember being younger and going through like theme parks and stuff, and going on like 4D picture theaters where you would have your movie in 3D or whatever it is, but then next minute you would have something like, say it was a sea theme or something like that with pirates and stuff, and you would get like water would actually hit you in the face, which would just be someone spraying a water bottle or something like that, or a fine mist. Excuse me. But you would get that saltwater smell in there, and then like when you're playing with those other senses, that's when I think it becomes a scary thing. And then it's like I say, I wonder on the mental impact of how it would affect people, like how psychologically, I'm stuttering, how like that would affect people as well, like the smell of blood of the monster. Well, yeah, that's exactly it. It's you're walking into a room to pacify a ghost, and you've got to burn some incense candles or something like that, or incense sticks, and you can actually physically smell the incense. Next minute you can feel the room's actually got cold because the ghost is right behind you as it passes through you. Things like that. That's next level surreal. That's what I would call a full dive. Well, yeah, I mean, well, that they would have to. They would, because they would be measuring what was actually scaring you to be able to get the best possible effect out of the game. It's scary how much of your brain it does actually read and that sort of stuff. There's a lot of interesting ways it can go. There's a lot of interesting movies, books, and TV series that you could borrow scenes from regarding it and that too. But it's I like the idea of it. So apparently I'm uploading a wrong model. That's the one I want to upload. I'm getting very distracted. These conversations, I like them there, so. You can get the most enjoyment out of games in general, like the game adapts to what you are. Well, yeah, that's it. And I mean, it opens up also another aspect, and this is probably where VR chat becomes a thing and why people play it, is a friendship that might not have happened normally because you would have never have met the person in your lifetime. Like, you might meet someone from overseas that has the exact same interests as you and into everything you would be or are, that you wouldn't have met otherwise outside of that, and it creates that environment that you guys can hang out, chill, do what you want to do, and have fun together. That's I suppose the appeal of VR. Like that's from a social aspect, anyway. Here we go. Make it public because it's gonna be. Do I have a quest? No, don't have a quest at the moment. Like I said, I've only got the Cosmos Elite, but I was looking at getting the quest 2 just because I like the freedom of it. And thank you very much for the follow too, Cool Tag. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, like it would be interesting. Like I want to play around with the quest too because of the fact that you don't have to be tethered into something, but everyone's been telling me that you only get about an hour's usage out of it before it goes, oh no, you need to charge me again, so. How is that upload going? Getting there, alright. Not for you, you get about 2 hours. Okay, well, that's not too bad. I think the quest, and I'm just making a bold accusation here, is the Quest 4, when that comes out, I think that will be the point when we've got batteries that you don't need to charge for 24 hours, or they charge themselves. When that becomes an invention, or when that's a thing, I think this is when all this technology is going to go so far forward. Yeah, wireless room charging, where it's not actually toxic for your body in the air. Yeah, that would be the point I think VR will actually take off. Nearly uploaded. That point will be consumed by... Yeah, probably. One entity. Part of the Matrix. Oh, it's a TV series that or movie series I haven't seen in a while. I mean, that you got to look at it. That's probably like the start of it all. This whole virtual reality. That was the original full dive. Was the Matrix. It's where it all probably stemmed from, to be honest. But all right, let's have a look. What is that? Oh, it's the menu on the wall over there. Okay. Yeah, hasn't turned out too bad. Did the eyes work out? That was the main thing. They're not corroding like I thought they would have, the eyes, but let me test the Viseme. So I set it up so that the mask... Do you find it weird that you can play VR chat without a headset? No. Do you know what? Depending on how I'm feeling, I actually probably prefer to play VR chat without a headset a lot of the times and that, so... cool. So I got the mask to work, the Visemes are working that, and the audio bar up the top. Cool. That was the main thing. Plus you can see his normal mouth is moving there as well, so... Yeah, it's actually turned out pretty cool, so I'm happy with that. I'll probably end up doing up some more colours at another point. Like red and blue will probably be the other ones. Maybe do some alterations, but... Tail's a bit glitchy. Oh, it's super fluffy. I did that on purpose, basically, but... I need to do a collider on the floor so the tail doesn't clip through the floor. That's the only other thing. I could stiffen it up, but... This is sort of how I've done it. Don't think I have any dancers on here. No, I don't. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted it to do. I can't see the back of it to see if the skull's working, but oh well. I think the viewpoint's correct. I don't know if the other mirror is any better. Not optimized. Yeah, no, it doesn't look any different in it. Do you need to get the model verified to use it? No, because I've been playing VR chat so long and have made other content like worlds and stuff like that in the past. After you've been playing for so long, so I think it's like so many hours, so many friends, and then, or X amount of friends, you become a verified user, which basically means that you can create your own models and stuff like that and then upload them to VR chat. It's pretty lenient. And yeah, a lot of people do it, so it's nice to have a personalized model, especially one that you've made yourself, so you can actually yeah, I guess express yourself in VR chat and that sort of stuff. And I mean, I've been making them for a while. Here, let me get back from the mirror a little bit so I can see my cursor. Lots of different styles and all that sort of stuff of models, whether it be female or male and that. And like, these are all ones that I've created, whether it be for myself or for other friends or just for public use and stuff like that as well. But I mean, like, you've seen this model here, and then it's like, if I go back to like one of my first sort of ones, there's a lot of problems. It's very VR chat, like, yeah, you're right. Like, this is one of the first ones that I ever made. It's very basic, very simple. Well, I consider it basic and simple and that sort of stuff now, but not as much special features and things. But and this, back in these days, like when you made models like this, the outfit was like all one thing, and then you just stuck your own head and then eyes and stuff all on it. That was all you did. You didn't have to assemble clothes and stuff. Yes, yeah. So you just it's always FBX with VR chat. And that, so yeah, import it as a FBX, and then you just go through and retexture it, and whether or not you use the standard shaders or you use other ones. But Yeah, I've got to get into Maximo a bit more for doing animations and that, especially when it comes to fiddling around with Unreal Engine, because that's all done through Maximo animations as well. It's one of those things. Like, see, I actually do a lot of my animations and stuff all in Unity, to be honest, but at the moment, but a lot of other programs all use Maximo, so another way, if you don't like using Blender, a lot of people are using another program called Vroid. It's also a free service as well, and apparently it's a lot easier to use than Blender to make your own model, especially if you're doing something from scratch, as it gives you like, hey, this is the face, this is basically how your hair should shape around it, and all that sort of stuff. It's more of a, I guess, an entry point or a easy way to ease yourself into doing, making stuff from scratch, but so I've been told, but I'm still in Blender. Lightweight Blender. Yeah, I'd say lightweight Blender. But then again, I don't really use Blender to its full potential anyway. Like, a lot of people do animations and stuff like that, and I can fit stuff to an object, but I'm not good at sculpting something out of, like, yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, apparently you can do a lot with it. CGI movies, excuse me, right up to games and everything, but... And once again, free tools, so it's not something you pay for, which is good. But yeah, so, well, that's pretty much it for now. I don't think there's anything else I really need to do with it. It's working fine in Vrchat, which is good. Everything's been optimized on it that I could have, but honestly, I haven't really heard too much of people doing it. The only reason I could see that I would want to jailbreak like my headset personally is maybe to get rid of the Vive port stuff, like all their having to go through their programs. But like, I mean, the only other thing was like the original HTC Vive headset, people were replacing the lenses in them, which I guess you count that as jailbreaking in some assets, or at least modding the headset. But other than that, I hadn't really heard a lot of people jailbreaking them, but... okay, yeah, that aspect, yeah, I'd probably do it myself then if that was the case. Because having to log in with Facebook and my own personal information, yeah, no, I don't like that. Especially, like, if you don't use it, but... Yeah, okay. Well, someone was saying that you can't even make up a fake account for Facebook, because if they find out that your real name's not Leroy Jenkins, basically, Facebook... they will turn around and ban you, basically, or hardlock your device, which I think that's a bit wrong to be doing that, but forcing people into it. But I suppose it's why you see all those memes about where it shows like Zuckerberg's just like, hey, let's give everyone a cheap VR headset, but they pay with their own personal data. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me that people are getting banned already for no apparent reason, so... Yeah, see, that's wrong. That really is wrong. But I suppose that's the other thing too, is we buy everything digitally nowadays. You don't buy discs, and I don't think even a lot of PCs nowadays, or even things, have options to insert discs to install anything anymore. It's all digital copies. Yeah, good business model. You're right, true. It's all that targeting marketing. They know exactly what to send you in ads. Alright, well, I think we might call it there for today anyway. It's 3 hours, so... This is a regular thing for my Mondays now. I am going to be doing models on Mondays. As for tomorrow, I haven't quite worked out what I want to play yet tomorrow. let's see who's around, who's about, if they want to play something. Otherwise, I might have a look at something new that's come out. Try it out for a first time play, but imagine targeting ads with a brain chip. Yeah, I mean that's the next thing. It's my favorite game in VR. I've always I've always liked Beat Saber. Has always been my favorite game, or one of. I don't like how much they charge you for all the expansions and stuff now for Beat Saber. Back in the day, you used to be able to mod it and just have whatever songs you wanted. Loved it. Pistol Whip is my new, probably, replacement for Beat Saber. Yeah, Pistol Whip's the alternative to it, but it's not as intense, I wouldn't say, but it's still a lot of fun. I've walked into many a walls in my room while playing Pistol Whip. Yeah, a lot of people like Pavlov too is another one that a lot of people will play. Trying to think, and then obviously there's like all your VR chat and that sort of stuff, but I did try the new Walking Dead as well in VR. It was actually good fun, but yeah, well, that's it. Once, like I say, once you get used to that movement and that sort of stuff with a few other games, you'll be alright, but is it the Saint and Sinners one, or is it the other new one that's just come out? It's cool in the quest. But yeah, it kind of does look like a mobile game. Yeah. Saint and Sinners, yeah, okay. Alright, well. I also have Sunshine as well. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave it there for today. See who else is streaming at the moment. I think I can hear my phone. I can. Give me a sec, I'll just have a look at who else is streaming. And we'll go see what they're up to. A friend of mine, Ashley, is streaming at the moment. I'm not quite sure what he's streaming, but we'll go give him a raid. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, enjoy your 5 nights then. Yeah, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you very much. Wear the brown pants. Have fun, guys. Bye.